Welcome back to my Hoops Dynasty tutorial video blog, going from Division 3 all the way to Division 1, going through step by step of everything that I do following my blog for depth chart, practice plan, so on and so forth. In the last video, we did practice planning. This time, we're going to look at the depth chart. We're going to talk about a few other things during our next video right after this, so stay tuned. But let's get diving into this. Big thing in your depth chart, you need to understand your offensive and defensive abilities. Okay, very, very important. So with your guards, it's important to say speed is essential. Athleticism helps. It's not as vital, but speed is vital. Perimeter, passing, and ball handling. Because you want to be able to get the ball to your bigs, get your ball to your other guards to be able to score, and be able to handle the ball so you're not going to lose it, right? Very important. Athleticism helps, but not as important. So let's just take a quick peek at the guards we have at Nazareth. Okay. Looking at all these, the only elite guard, because I only have 3 of them right here, right? Notice I only have 3 guards. The only elite guard that I really, to be honest, have is going to be this freshman. Because any rating over 60 for a Division 3 player is elite. Okay, remember, anything over 60 means they're elite in that category. All right, so here we've got Charles Humphrey. He's elite, athleticism, speed, defense. He's going to be starting. All right, we know this. He's going to start. Okay, he does need to still grow in terms of ball handling, passing, perimeter, and low post, but he is going to be a defensive menace, and he'll still be able to score as a freshman. He'll be able to score. Let's be honest, he will. He'll just downright be able to score. I don't like it, but Troy Pijinski here, he's my ball handler passer. He's going to be the guy that gets the ball to everybody, and he's going to shoot some 3-pointers. So he's going to sit out, shoot threes, and pass the ball to everybody else. His defense is horrible. He's going to be one of the guys I'm going to try to hide my defense in the 2-3 zone, because guess what? He just downright needs to be. It's unfortunate, 2-3 zone. He has to be hidden somewhere, and that's the problem. He has to hide, and it's kind of a bummer. But we're gonna do what we can to hide him in there. He is fast, but not athletic, so he's got all the important skills that I want. Also, Roland Howard, good speed, bad defense, decent ball handling, passing in, perimeter skills here. He'll be a good backup point guard and shooting guard for me this year. And Charles Humphrey, I will tell you now, he's going to be a backup point guard as well. More than likely, anyways. Now, looking at Steve Griffin, right? He's like a guard center combo, right? Your small forwards need to be a combo. They need to either go inside and as well as be able to come back outside, help you out on the outside. He is elite in terms of athleticism and speed. He's going to get better at speed because he's black there, right? He's got some decent rebounding. He's got good defense, decent blocking, good low post skills, and good ball handling skills. So he's not going to lose the ball, but he can't pass or he can't really shoot on the outside. So he's going to be more of a interior small forward, but he's still a good player. Tommy Pankey, going to be a decent backup. Terrible athleticism. This scares me. He may not even be a good backup for me. And he has a 14 defense, so he's probably going to be a guy I'm not going to try to play. Same thing with Gary Whitaker. Probably not going to play him very much because he's got a terrible defense. But looking at my centers here, I got some good centers. My best one is looking like it's going to be Mark Castilla. 78 defense, 98 rebounding, 91 blocking, 74 low post, and then a 66 in athleticism. So he's basically an elite center, and he's only a junior. He's just going to get better. Totally worth it. Gonna love him. David Meany here, 34, and Ross Butcher, 41. They can play some good defense, but the big thing is I want rebounding, I want blocking, and I want low post. Dave Meany is going to be he's going to play for me just because of his offensive ability. I kind of talked a little bit about the guards' skills, but let's quickly, because I didn't touch on them, hit the big men. Athleticism is vital. It's important. They don't need to be able to be speedy. If they are, it's just helpful. Doesn't really matter. Athleticism is important. Perimeter, not important, but I put it on here because if you have a big man that can shoot the ball on the outside, like Dave Meany here has a 40, he might be able to every once in a while pop out, shoot a 3-pointer, and make it every once in a while. That's just going to make your team more dynamic. Low post, very important. Rebounding, I only put on here because guess what? If he gets an offensive board, he's going to put it right back up and he's going to score again. So totally worth it. I would prefer, if I in any team I have, I would prefer putting a defender in over an offensive menace, because you put a defender in, you don't have to hide them, right? They're going to defend and they're going to keep the other team from scoring, which is only half the battle in terms of being able to be able to win games. Okay, and then getting into defensive ability, blocking, speed, athleticism, defense, all of which are important, in defensive ability, all a little piece of the puzzle, but specifically the defensive rating is very, very important. IQ comes into play, but defensive ability is huge. And then determining who to start. If you keep the other team from scoring, you'll win. If you don't, you're not going to win. So let's go through the depth chart really quickly and let's see what we can do. And again, I'm gonna take out all of the ones they currently have here all the way down, because this is what the CPU thinks is good, and to be honest, I think it's complete garbage. So we're gonna get rid of that. So, like we said, let's just go over overalls really quick. Steve Griffin is going to be my small forward, which we talked about. Castilla is going to be my center, and Pizzinski is going to be my point guard. And then we talked about Meany. Okay, he's coming in here. He's going to be my power forward, and then my shooting guard is going to be Humphrey. Right? Remember, the reason Humphrey's in there is because he's actually a fairly elite guard. Right? He is an elite guard as a freshman, which is huge coming in this season. Okay, so now we got to think of, okay, what about the rest of my players, right? I've got Meany in there, I've got Castilla, but I do have this Butcher guy here that can still defend, and he's got some decent rebounding. But then I have Steve Cornelius, who doesn't have as good, but he's got blocking and rebounding skills, right? So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm looking at Cornelius and Mason here. Okay, I want both of them in. So I'm going to put one of them here and one of them here. Okay, because, right, I want them to rebound the ball and block. Other than that, I don't care. I want to get as many rebounds as possible. Then I'm going to put Butcher in here on both sides. Okay, and I generally run 3 deep. I don't go 4 deep because you will rarely play that fourth player. Rarely play a fourth player here. So I rarely fill these spots. I only go 3 deep. So next, we got to figure out, who do I want to put in at small forward? There's really nobody there that I can put in other than ding, 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 Mark Castilla. He's actually going to come in here, and so is Meany, because they're going to be able to do everything that he's able to do, right? They're going to give me the little extra that these two guys won't, but they're going to go against a small forward, which may or may not be a good thing, let's be honest. But I don't want to bring Charles Humphrey over because he's not going to be able to defend as well against a small forward, and Griffin's going to be the one in most of the time anyways. So without further ado, let's come in here and let's look at my guards that I have. I got Roy Howard here. Okay, Howard. We're going to bring Brzezinski over here because guess what? I need a guy that's going to be able to shoot the perimeter ball a little bit. We're going to bring Humphrey over. And we're going to bring Howard over here too. So kind of look, I'm kind of crisscrossing everybody. And it doesn't look like I've been missing anybody except Gary Whitaker, which, to be honest, I need to get him in a little bit. So he'll come down here, Gary Whitaker. Who else am I missing? Andrew Williams here. And put him down here just to, he'll get in, but he won't get in very often. Mason. Now it looks like I've got everybody in there except Tom Pankey, which, man, I don't even know if I want to put him in, but I'm going to put him in, Tom Pankey right there, just so that everybody's taken care of. My fatigue, I always drop down to getting tired because I want to get the best best I can out of them without getting them super tired. But we're going to change this for a few players because I'm going to try something new in this video tutorial series for you. And we're going to go with my best players, which are going to be Stephen Griffin, Mark Castilla, and Troy Brzezinski here as tired specifically. Okay, I want them to get really tired before they're out because they're going to be giving the bulk of my scoring, and I want them in the most. So we'll save that, and that's really it. That is the basics of the depth chart. Now, if you didn't want to go through everything I did, if you want to be quick and easy, click the optimize button. It's not perfect. It's not great. It's what the CPU thinks is good. And let's be honest, it's not always good. So know that you can do your own thing with that, and there are better ways to do it than what I'm doing. But what I do, I'm just going through what I have. This is my first season with Nazareth. It may be my last, it may not. We'll see how this season goes. We'll see what you guys think. So, like always, like, subscribe, check out my blog. Right, it's at hdcareer.blogspot.com. I've got a lot of tutorials and information there, including this one. Have a great day.